I'm incredibly happy to say that the channel sponsor is teamwarlord.com. They make absolutely fantastic metal plaques. These being some prime examples. James Rodriguez there. The Everton badge. Another Everton badge. And there's absolutely tons on their website. Which, don't let me just tell you that. Go and check it out. teamwarlord.com. And you get 10% off with the discount code BBN10. Also to that, you'll get one for $5.99 if you buy one for $7.99. It's worldwide shipping. It's great gifts. I mean, $7.99, and it's just great stocking filler, birthday present. It's absolutely fantastic. So make sure you get yourself on the website. The link is in the description below. Get yourself over to teamwarlord.com. Start buying now. What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again. It's cold. It's cold here at Goodison Park, sitting on seat 58 and 57 because I don't fit on one seat. John's sitting in his bedroom, probably his ma bedroom, sniffing her pants. How are we, guys?
Could do with a few more people watching. Go and let your mates know. Jesus.
Well, fucking hell, you've done it an hour early, John. It's your fucking fault.
I know, I had to. Was either that or you on your own?
Well, fucking they'd prefer that anyway. They'd much prefer that. Obviously, let's just get straight into the comments, guys. Make sure you're liking the video and share it. That would be a massive help to us. Michael Hillier, who do you think is our starting 11 tomorrow? I'd like us to have the same 11 and formation we had for the Liverpool game. FIFA M, Madfoot 2021, 2-1 the Baggies. Ooh. EFC DZN, hello lads. Eugene McGeever, 6-0 Everton win against West Brom tomorrow evening. Cal Blundell, hello, come on you Blues. EFC DZN, hey Cal Blundell, Eugene, it won't be 6-0, crazy talk. Tony Creeley, if we don't beat West Brom, we're not finished top four. Will Pete, Mike, can I tell you our transfer plan? Yeah, crack on, mate. You tell me. Well, I'll read it out in a bit. John, we go into this game on the back of 2 Premier League wins on the bounce, having had some pretty hit and miss form just before that with 2 wins in 8. What's your thoughts on tomorrow's game?
Do you know, it's funny, I was thinking about this. Every game lately we say is a massive game for us to give us that push, you know, to hopefully the top 4. And every game gets our most important game of the season. Then the next one's our most important game of the season, you know, and brilliant. We're in a fucking zoo.
Honest to God.
I think tomorrow's one of our biggest games of the season now because, you know, again, win tomorrow, we go 4th. You know, West Brom are coming off the back of a victory. So, listen, there's no easy games in the Premier League. But if Everton can take the form from beating, you know, the other half, the other side of the city and, you know, beating Southampton the other night, this is a game Everton should go into, you know, and for me, easily win, you know. And again, as I said, there's no easy games in the Premier League. But what gives me even more confidence for this game is we're playing away, you know, and our away form, as we all know, is a lot better than our home form. So I'll go into this game very, very confident. We need to start on the front foot, score early like we did against Liverpool, like we did against Southampton, and kick on from that. Don't sit back, you know. And listen, if we go at West Brom from the first whistle and get an early goal, they have to push up, you know, and they'll leave gaps at the back. And the way Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin are playing with the supply they're getting to them, it could be a cricket score. You're not as confident, are you?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And it's it's not because I don't think we're capable of winning. Obviously, we are. We are capable of winning. Shout out to Mad James there with a £5 donation. You cheeky little shit. Winding me up on Twitter. I think West Brom are going to set up deep. They're going to allow Everton to have the ball, and Everton are better when we set up deep and we don't have the ball. So that's my worry in this game.
Are we away from home though? I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we set up deep away from home. So this
I
is
don't.
this is my worry. I think West Brom will set up deep. They'll allow Everton to have the ball, and we're going to have to break it
Dangerous
down.
game, though, Michael, against Everton.
Well, it's not. It's not because Fulham sat deep, beat us at home. Leeds sat deep, beat us at home. West Ham sat deep, beat us at home. Newcastle sat deep, home and away, beat us. It's not.
That's when our form was hit and miss. Though we're coming off 2 big wins.
It's not that we leave the gap in between the right back and the left back. As soon as we bomb on, we leave that gap in the middle, and that's where we get fucked. So for me, this game is going to be so boring. It's going to be so shit.
Like the Southampton one, then.
It's going to, honest to God, it's going to be atrocious because I just think Carlo knows that Everton are better when we set up the way that we've been set up recently. He knows that. He knows he's not stupid. And we saw that the other night at home to Southampton. He's still set up deep. But we got a result. This game, we are going to have to break these down. And although they are shit, literally from the back to the front, West Brom are shit. I still worry.
I think if we score an early goal, though, I think
we need to.
Yeah, I think if we score that early goal like we did in our previous 2 games, and we do get at West Brom, because at the end of the day, Michael, they need the points. So if we get that early goal there at home, they need to push forward. I think that would be dangerous for them to do that. James could come back in. Allen's back. Decore's playing well lately. The Charleston seems to have got a newfound confidence. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's due a goal. Very, very dangerous for West Brom to push forward tomorrow if Everton get that early goal. But they've got to, which works in Everton's favour.
So you say that, but do they need to? Because if you look at West Brom's fixtures, apart from tomorrow, West Brom have genuinely got games they can win. So I suspect they might rest players tomorrow. I think Everton win this game. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't think Everton win this game. Everton, touch wood, should go there, put a performance in, win 2-0. That's my opinion. But it's not an easy game. I'm just not buying it's an easy game. This is the same team that Cal Blundell's rightly put here. They've took points off Liverpool, City, Manchester United and Chelsea. They know exactly what they're doing. Away from home, yeah, West Brom are a different team. They're shit. But at home, I just think Sam might have found a gear. And look, they were lucky against Brighton, no doubt about it. But I can see what Sam's doing there. And that, again, worries me because we know what Sam's team's like. They're difficult to break down. They're aggressive. They will try and hit players hard, show them that they're there, and that's going to hurt us. We don't need to be going out of this game, going into a Chelsea game with a few more injuries, a little bit of a kick in the arse, say a fairly poor performance against a team that's bottom 3. Everton need to go there, set up deep like they usually do in away games, and try and let West Brom come onto us. I just don't think they will. And that's why this game, for me, has got 0-0 writ all over it in the first half, and then Everton step up in the second half and make it 2-0. That's my opinion.
Another donation there by Mardata James. Look how the last game versus West Brom went 5-2 win and all. So I don't care how boring it is unless we get a win. Yeah, I'd take another 5-2 tomorrow. And, listening to what Michael's saying there, I tend to, agree to a certain extent. But I think this is one of them games, Michael, where there'll be no in between. We'll get a scrappy 1-0 win or we'll blow them out the water.
That's
Do you know what I mean? It is. It's going to be one of them games. This comment here from Jason Drury. Sam has said Newcastle is more important. I don't know how Sam can say that because every game is massive for them when they're in the predicament they're in. Massive. So I just don't get that comment from Sam. But listen, I honestly think this is the first time Sam Allardyce could be relegated.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think
they're gone.
12 points. They're 12 points away, and there's 13 games of season left. I mean, West Brom are on a tightrope
across a Lions pit right now, wobbly. They're almost gone. Like they're almost gone. They've almost got themselves into your Mars yard and are right stuck in there. Do you get what I mean?
I don't know. It's a funny game, isn't it? But as I said earlier on the stream, Michael, it's a massive game for Everton. Every game now is becoming our biggest game of the season.
This is huge. This is a huge game for Everton. And this is where the mentality is going to stand up for Everton, because we go up against the West Brom side that got a first win in a long time. I've had a few results, a few draws and things, had a few good results against big teams. They'll be, I'm not going to say they're going to be confident, but I think they're going to have confidence to think that they can get a result. Now, we want to go there after 10, 15 minutes, which is what you said earlier. You want to stamp your authority on the game. You want to go there, iron fist. You're not having the fucking ball in our half. We're going to hem you in. We're going to keep you pressed in nice and tight. And then we're going to fuck you every single time you try and step forward, with the quality of James Rodriguez popping balls around the corner, Luca Dean popping balls through. Now, I don't think, again, and I'm going to make this point again, I don't think James Rodriguez starts tomorrow. I think he's saved for the Chelsea game.
Eugene McGeever's formation there is exactly the formation I have picked. Okay. And James isn't in my team.
There you go. Brilliant. So, John, let's hear the team, my friend. Let's hear the team.
I think it's the same as the other night. Barring if they're all fit, Pickford, Luca Dean, Godfrey, Keane, Allgate across the back, 4-3-1-2, as I said. Gomez, Allen, Decore, Sigurdsson just in front of them, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin or Charleston up front. That, for me, is strong enough to win the game. It's dangerous enough on the attack. Sigurdsson's playing well lately. That ball he played the other night through to Richarlison, not much is being spoke about that, Michael. It was a fantastic through ball. Through ball. The Dominic Calvert-Lewin heads it first, and I think he shoulders it. But the way Sigurdsson brought it down and then instant pass through to Richarlison, fantastic through ball. If that was that was a Man United player or, one of the top teams, it'd be spoke about everywhere.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing, James set up a pretty similar goal literally the game before, and we all said how good it was. I think Sigurdsson's probably had a bit of a rough end of the stick because he's obviously not as good as, most people in the team. But you've got to give him credit where credit's due, and he has stepped up. He has played better, and he's actually had a better season.
Yeah.
I make one change to your team.
I bet you put Davison.
Yes, Gomez comes out and Davies goes in.
But again, Gomez played well the other night, Michael, I thought.
He did. And again, I'm not disputing that. He did. But I want to see Decore being able to carry that ball through midfield, because one of the areas that West Brom have got a little bit of quality is the centre of the park. They've got that new lad that they've signed who I can't even pronounce his name, but he looks absolutely fantastic in the middle of the park. I think his name's Isolo or something. Absolutely brilliant in the middle of the park. He was dominant against Brighton. He played really, really well. So I want to see Decore using his strength, dispossessing him and carrying that ball forward, which is what Gomez won't do. So that's why Allen and Gomez come in and Decore gets a little bit of a freer role for me.
Mad's Hatter there is probably at the nail on the head. If it goes how Ancelotti wants it to go and his game plan goes how it should, that's exactly what could happen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's going to be interesting. As I said, I don't think there's any in between with this game. I really don't think there's any in between with this game. We either blow them out the water or we struggle and win 1-0. But listen, we spoke about this the other day, Michael. It's the point in the season now where it's not about performances anymore. I'm not asking performances, not bothering performances now. We've played, is it 13 games you've got to go or something like that, is it? Yeah. 13 league games to go. I will gladly watch 13 league games, boards off me tits, as long as we get the results and the 3 points that we need to get us into that top 4. I said to Michael the other night after we'd done the stream, or the next day, it's in our hands now, this top 4. And listen, I don't want to get ahead of myself because I predicted Everton to finish 10th this season. So listen, how wrong was I if we finished top 4? But it's in our hands. We've got a game in hand. We win tomorrow and we go 4th. It massively, massively gives us that confidence, that we can carry on taking into these games. If you look at the fixtures we've got coming up now, apart from the last game of the season, which is Manchester City, they're winnable. They're all winnable. I know we've got Chelsea that's away from home. I fancy us against anyone away from home, Michael. Do you know what I mean?
Do I. So do I.
This is the thing.
I was on Battle of the North last night on Mayor's channel, and we were talking about the Everton Chelsea game, and I think there's a real fear from Chelsea that Everton can win that game because it's away from home, you know, and going to places like Manchester United, Chelsea, Liverpool, and those teams being scared of us is a very different feeling to what we're used to. So Chelsea game's huge. This game is perfect for that, because we can get another away win under our belt, a confident win, hopefully 2 or 3-0. Go into that Chelsea game flying on all cylinders and absolutely
love that.
Fill them in.
It's right, isn't it? It's right.
It is right. It is right. But you know, it's important. I said this last night, and I was on with a guy called with RJ JR, sorry, and he's a Liverpool fan, and he made a little pop saying, "Oh, it's Everton's Liverpool's the biggest moment of Everton's season, etc." And I sat there and I went, "Yeah, it is. It's so big because it's a massive change in mentality. And while Liverpool slide down the fucking slide into obscurity, you're going to see the bigger brother, the fucking dominance of Merseyside, the one who's built 3 fucking stadiums, coming back to bite you lot on the arse. And I'm telling you now, yes, you won your first title in 30 years, but I'm telling you now, we'll win the next one before you fucking do." And I agree with that. Honest to God, that game was the domino effect. First domino's gone, mentality gone. Everton know they can beat anyone in this league now. Fuck Man City, they're in a different planet to themselves. But I'm telling you now, the other 18 teams in this league, Everton can beat home and away. But it's the consistency.
It's the consistent mentality.
That's what Everton have lacked this season. You know, them home games against West Ham and Newcastle have destroyed all of the good work we've put in away from home. So the only way of making that up now is to win your home games and your away games and get both of them, get your away table and your home table the same. You know, we're second in away wins this season in the Premier League. Second. Last season, we won 4 games away from home or whatever it was. This season, we've already won 8. Everton are a different fucking kettle of fish, but they're away. The home form's killed them this season. So keep going with the away form. Go and win your home games like we did the other day. Scrappy 1-0 win against Southampton. Lovely clean sheet that we've needed. Take it all day. And we go into these games full of confidence, knowing that we're going to twat every football team in the Premier League from now until the end of next season, where we win the title, we win the FA Cup, we win the Carabao Cup, we win the under-16s, 14s, 13s, 12s, fucking 10s, we win the Women's League, we win the fucking Champions League, and I'm telling you now, we win the fucking Super World Cup fucking thing. We'll even win the Euros. I'm telling you now, Everton are so good, they're going to win the fucking World Cup. They're going to have to make a new fucking trophy just for Everton. Telling you.
Okay, now win that much, we'll need a new fucking trophy cabinet. Never mind a new trophy.
Fucking come on, you Blues. That's why we're only having 52,000 in a new stadium, because there's going to be capacity for 8,000 extras, but they know there's going to be 8,000 fucking trophies coming, so you need a seat for each fucking one.
At the beginning of the season, when we were doing the videos early on in the season, I was saying a certain word, probably in my sleep. I said it that often, which was mentality. Been a massive, massive mentality swing this season for the away form.
Yeah.
Exactly what Cal says there. You know, when was the last time we took points off them at Anfield, Spurs away, Man U away, and Leicester away? I can't remember. In one season, we've done that. Do you know what I mean? Now, if we could have had Goodison as the fortress that it has been in years gone by, we would be so far further up that league. It's scary to think.
In my opinion, Everton should have 10 more points than they have now, and I'll put that in this context for you. A draw against West Ham, because I think West Ham are playing really well at Goodison. We lost 1-0. We beat Leeds, we beat Newcastle, and we beat Fulham. There's your 10 points. That puts us second in the league with a game in hand over Manchester City, who would be 2 points ahead of us.
Yeah, I mean, see, I'm one of these. I don't really, you know this, I don't do should-haves in football. You know, you finish where you finish. You finish where you finish. You know, it is one of them. Another donation off Mad Hatter there. Do you continue with Pickford in goal? And if you do, why? Well, I'll tell you why, James, because I think since he's come back.
Hey, Corona. Ooh,
there we go. Since he's come back into the team, he's pulling saves off that he wouldn't have done 3 months ago, 4 months ago. He's commanding in his box. He's coming. He's getting distance on his punches. He's making himself big. And also, when Olsen come in, I don't think he done much wrong. And as I said the other night, I think Pickford's realised now he has got competition for that place. And so there's your reason why I stick with Pickford. I still do think we'll probably go and get a keeper in the summer. A top goalkeeper to take us to the next level. Yeah, we've said that.
Give him to me.
I do think we will get another keeper in the summer, but Pickford stays there for me on merit for the games, how well he's played since he come back into the team.
I'm glad we've touched on Pickford because I love touching men. But no, more importantly, but Pickford has shown a real maturity. Like, for example, in the Southampton game, some of you might disagree with this, so get ready in the comments. Let's fucking go at me. Come on, you lot. Fucking have a go. Come on, fuckers. Pickford fucked up in the Southampton game. He comes for a punch that he's never, ever, ever going to get. He fucks it. He absolutely fucks it, which then ricochets to a West Brom player, which they shoot. It bounces through about 4 players, ends up with a West Brom player 5 yards out from goal. Now, the difference is Jordan Pickford's head would have been so far gone that he'd have been sitting on the other end of fucking Pluto. But actually, Jordan Pickford had his head still in the game. He got himself back in position and he makes a fucking fantastic save that saves Everton dropping 2 points.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not asked if my keeper makes a mistake as long as he gets his head back in that game. And Jordan Pickford, for the first time in a long time, made a mistake, in my opinion, and got it absolutely right how he addressed it and fixed it. Not like the Newcastle game last season where we're fucking 2-0 up. He makes a mistake. He's lost his fucking head. And for the second goal, he's standing in the fucking goal. He's in the goal like, you know, anyone could score. My fucking nan could have it rebound off a left nipple and it was still going. The facts are, he got it right.
What the fuck's going on here?
He got his head right. And I trust... I'm not... No. I don't trust him yet.
That wouldn't surprise me what Connor says, though.
Starting to trust him.
That wouldn't surprise me what Connor says.
I think you're probably right. I think he has probably seen a sports psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Who's giving me a tenner?
No one.
Mad Hatter always donates. He's honest to God, he's Moneybags Hatter. That's what we're going to call him.
I just want to go off the subject as well for a minute for the preview. Moise Kean test positive today for coronavirus. Footballers tend to get over it because they're fit and healthy, but we do wish Moise Kean a recovery from that, whether he comes back to Everton or what have you. You know, we do wish Moise Kean a fast recovery from COVID so we can carry on banging the goals in so we can put an extra £30 million on his transfer fee.
Yeah, fucking hell. I mean, I'm not being funny, right? If we get 60 to 70 million for Moise Kean, imagine the summer we're going to have. I mean, fucking hell. Ancelotti is literally going to be like this. I mean, Max Aarons, there's a comment here, Bayern Munich have pulled out for Aarons.
I think because Bayern Munich, no. With Bayern Munich, no. It's a done deal to Everton. I think it's done.
I think it's done. I think Ben Godfrey knows. I think fucking Delia Smith knows because she come out the other week. I think everyone knows, and I'm telling you right now.
That was the £10 that
you did swear. Yeah, you did swear. You said so fucking, and you fucking swore. I'm telling you, you did.
Well, it's all right.
I'll let you off because friends are family. We are family. I've tested positive for having a 7.5-inch cock. That's Jez Bish. Jesus Christ, Jez. Well, it's 7.5 inches bigger than John's.
Brilliant.
Tom Smith, go and get Aaron's, Bailey, and a decent keeper, and we're in the top 4. To be honest, mate, you can see how close we are to the top 4 now. I just think maybe we still need a little bit of squad depth. You know, you saw the bench the other night; it weren't great.
My brother said to me, "Who do you think we'll get in?" I said, "We'll get a right back in, which is obviously Max Aarons."
Fucking Claire wrote for her.
I also mentioned Bailey because he can play anywhere across that. You know what I mean? Across the front 3, he can play anywhere.
Yeah.
And I also did say we're going to get a keeper. So what Thomas says there is exactly the same as what I said to Ali. You know, I think if we can get a right back, a top goalkeeper, you know, who you can rely on 99 games out of 100, that he's not going to make a mistake, and get that winger, that attacking winger that Carlo wants. Honestly, I'm frightened to think where we could finish next season, because with the makings of a top team here. If you look at some of the average age of the squad's about 23, 24 as well.
Yeah. Neil Martin, do you think we still need players off the books before we buy? No, I don't. No. I think with whatever Mashiri has planned, with the investment and the shares of the club, I think that pretty much saves us from any financial issues. And I think that was probably the plan all along. Is £350 million down the Swanee, you know, giving people like fucking Steve Walsh that money. But I think in time he's got it right, and I think now he has got it right. One thing I also want to mention as well, and I'm glad you've mentioned this, Will Lewis. Everton seem to be linked with a higher profile of player now. Do you not think? You know, like a couple of years ago, even under Walsh, you'd see Everton linked with like fucking Tom Cowell, or not Tom Cowell, Andy Cowell, or someone, you know, shit. Whereas now we're being linked with actual quality players. And that shows that the way that Everton are perceived in the media, to other fans, people know.
That boat sailed for me with Wilfred Zaha. I think that boat sailed into the fucking distance now and probably sank. Do you know what I mean? I don't think we'll get Wilf Zaha. Mad Hatter James with another £5 donation. Thanks very much again, mate. And you don't have to donate every comment you put on. Michael says that. Do you think if we get a goalkeeper but Pickford keeps his form up, we can go far in the league next season? I think we'll go far in the league next season anyway. Listen, I trust Carlo Ancelotti 100%. I have questions of team selection sometimes this season and his substitutions and his tactics, but I've been proved wrong every time. So listen, if Carlo Ancelotti sees enough in Pickford for this final half of the season where he's been playing well and he doesn't think we need a keeper, then fair enough. Carlo Ancelotti will know if we need another goalkeeper in or not. I suspect we will get a keeper, a top keeper, because if you look at the defence now, Michael, Luca Dean's just signed a new contract. Mason Holgate, Tony Young, you know, I think we will get a right back anyway. Ben Godfrey's coming and being absolutely fantastic. Michael Keane's got newfound form there. And don't forget, we've got Branthwaite to come back. So we're building a young, top defence there.
Who's been linked with Manchester City.
Exactly.
So so everyone can see how much of a top talent he is.
Exactly. But you need a good goalkeeper. You can have the best 4 defenders in your team, Michael, but if you've got a shit goalkeeper behind you who gives you absolutely no confidence whatsoever, it makes no difference. So I think, listen, as I said before, he's been playing well, Pickford, but I suspect us, with the defence we've got in the team now, I think we'll get a top keeper, mate.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on Josh King as well here? We've hit 100 viewers, guys, so make sure you hit the like button. Really appreciate it. We started a bit slow tonight just because John decided to fuck with the times, but we'll let him off. He's got a baby at home, and we allow that. He's got my baby at home.
Strange one, Josh King for me. Again, Ancelotti must be seeing enough. I did see an article that Carlo Ancelotti likens Josh King to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I don't see that. But I don't see him in training. You know, all his appearances have been as a substitute. Can he bring something to the team next season? Well, listen, we need another striker. But
is he the man? Is Josh King the man that propels Everton into the top 4?
Well, he could be, Michael. You know what I mean? We don't know. Listen, as I said before, if Ancelotti wants him, then we're fine with that. But for me, I think we need a bigger name to, you know, to come in and score consistently. I mean, Josh King hadn't scored for ages for Bournemouth. Do you know what I mean? I don't know whether that was because he spit his dummy out, but then he's come back into the Premier League and he still hasn't been picked to start for Everton yet. So for me, he's not the answer. But Ancelotti's seen more.
I could see Josh King starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's the sort of game that would be good to throw him in, if you get what I mean.
Thomas Smith says that as well. And also someone put before they'd probably be tempted to rest Godfrey tomorrow. Mina's not fit. If Mina was fit, I'd be tempted to rest Godfrey tomorrow, but Yerry Mina's still out. So I think Godfrey will play. If Yerry Mina's back in a couple of weeks, then I think Godfrey will get that rest because he's played a lot of football, Michael.
Yeah, if you drop Godfrey, you've got to move Holgate into centre back, which I've got no problems with. But then I worry about Coleman.
I don't know about that there. Decore needs to rest tomorrow.
You're joking? He's like a fucking rampant rabbit. He just goes. You turn him on and he's fucking gone. He's like,
I know. I think watching Decore from the first minute to the 90th minute in all the games recently, he's going, you know, all the way through, covering every blade of grass. I think we'll be able to see when he needs to rest Thomas. So in my opinion, mate, I don't think he needs a rest just yet. I don't see him getting rested.
I like this question from Bobby LaRosse. Who is your dream sign? Oh, John's got the buttons there. Fucking brilliant.
Oh, I love it.
Honest to God, he feels like he's got fucking part of the channel, but he fucking doesn't. Who is your dream Simon this summer? Are you ready? Do you want me to give you mine?
Go on.
Max Aarons.
Yeah. You see, I like attacking players, me, who fucking lift you off your seat and fucking... I don't know. Leon Bailey would be a great player for us, Michael.
Where does he play, John?
Well, he can play anywhere across the front line, Leon Bailey.
Who does he play for, John?
Who does Leon Bailey play for?
It's Leverkusen, I think. Fucking hell, Jesus
Christ. Is he? And you think?
I think.
I'm Googling it. Oh, it's fucking... Who does Leon
brilliant.
Bailey?
Yeah, plays for Leverkusen. You say fucking do it.
How old is he, Michael?
Yeah, he's 23 years old.
I'm telling you what, you don't get this on any other YouTube channels, do you? Honest to God.
The co-host doesn't know what he's fucking talking about. It's brilliant. It's fucking brilliant. How old is he? How old is he? Someone tell me how old Leon Bailey is in the comments. Come on, dickheads. Come on.
It's 23.
Is he? I say. Yeah. You say. I'm sorry.
How heavy is he?
He's 96 kg.
How tall is he?
Was he really 96 kg?
No, it doesn't say. But how tall is he?
He's 6'1".
5'10".
Yeah, brilliant. That's only 1 inch bigger than your cock.
This comment here, it'd be funny if Richie goes to Barca and we go and get Sancho. Listen, Barca are in shit creek, to be fair. I don't think.
Seen it? He's been arrested. Koeman's there, he's in the mud. It's fucking brilliant.
Oh, Koeman doesn't know whether he's coming or fucking going. Carl Blundell throw Mike on the wing. Yeah, the fucking wing of a plane.
Brilliant. We do fucking somersaults and everything. Fucking
wouldn't get off the ground with you. Want to be like that?
We fucking go sideways. We'd be skidding around in a circle like this.
It's Blue Cali there. His dream signing will be Isco. The problem I have with Isco is he's got no pace, and we don't need players in the team anymore with no pace. Do you know what I mean? I think we need a bit of pace in the team. Leon Bailey brings that. How fast can he run in 10 seconds, Michael? How far?
Who are you on about?
Leon Bailey.
11.2 seconds.
Oh, I've just said how far can he run in 10 seconds, and you went 11.2 seconds.
Oh, sorry. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ.
Isco was overweight and has been awful for 3 years. So was Michael.
Fucking brilliant. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Cole Poovan. Would you take Lewandowski or Max Aarons if you had to choose? I know they are different positions. I know that. But if you had to go and spend money on one of them.
I think it's abundantly obvious you go for Lewandowski, don't you?
How old's he though, Michael?
I couldn't give a toss how old he is. Imagine the shirt sales. Imagine the shirt sales. Well, it's all right. He's still younger than you, you tosser.
Oh, brilliant. No, it's brilliant.
Yeah, what we got here, Jez Bish. Speaking of Welsh slags, who remembers Imogen Thomas? Oh, fucking hell, brilliant.
Who's she? Let's have a look at this.
I think, is she not the one off Love Island?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Everywhere.
Nah, she don't. Nah, not for me.
She's a... You gay?
Yeah, nah, I'm all right, mate, to be honest.
That's Imogen Thomas.
Yeah, it's all right. This is Michael Davis. He can be selected.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I don't know fucking Giggsy fucking backwash.
I wouldn't with Imogen Thomas. I fucking wouldn't.
No,
wouldn't fucking stop.
You know, fucking hell. Brilliant. Anthony Clark, isn't Dunarama a free agent in the summer? Yeah, he is. Yeah,
yes, he is. Yeah,
won't cost us a bean, bar about 200 grand a week in wages, but I can live with that.
Love that. Giggs rattled there. Fucking Giggs has rattled everyone.
Like a fucking maraca.
You know her, John. You know her. Gives a shag here. Giggs. Oh yeah, Giggs is shagged. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Jesus, right. So, what's your team anyway?
I've told you my team. It's the same as yours, but Davis goes.
Oh yeah. What's your score prediction?
2-0 Everton.
See, I picked 2-0, but the more I think about it,
the more you think 2-1 to West Brom, don't you?
No, I think 3-0, 4-1.
You see, you strike me as that type of bloke that goes for like Everton 12-0 or something just because you want to go home and you want to think, right, we're going to fucking twat these. And then you love the misery that it pours into your heart as they fucking pin you to the wall and pop your bubbles, don't you? You fucking love it.
No, I just think there's going to be no in between. I don't think it'll be 2-1. I don't think it'll be that close. I think it'll be a scrappy 1-0 and Everton have about 95 chances and score 1. Or we win 3 or 4-0. I honestly think.
Killer _toxic over on Twitch. We're on Twitch. If you've got Twitch, broadcast us. Make us go big.
Jeff Lynch, don't we need someone on the right wing? Bailey plays on the left, doesn't he? I think Leon Bailey can play anywhere across that front line, can't he?
And to be honest, Jeff. Look, right, I think the disrespect you've just shown, Iwobi is absolutely... Iwobi is absolutely disrespectful. No, I'm joking.
He's been playing well.
Yes, but he's still got no end product, has he?
Well, I'm not being funny. Did you see him the other night? He tackled 4 players, tackled the corner flag, kept it and everything. He had more touches there the other night than what he did in the last game, apparently, something like that.
Oh, it's absolutely glorious.
For the substitute.
I'm telling you right now, we are the next best thing. We are. Leicester drawing, we're 1 point off third, basically, with a game in hand.
No, I think that's with the game in hand, isn't it? I think
but you're saying that we're going to go to Villa and win?
We will.
Look.
Positivity.
No, you're not getting... Look, I think Everton can win every game that's left. I really do. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. Cal, to be fair, mate, you're spot on because I've been most of it with your ma.
Brilliant. With your nan and your mum.
Jesus. Bobby LaRosse, what's your opinion on Allardyce's reign? So, firstly, the first 6 games, he was an absolute car crash. They'd conceded 3.75 goals on average compared to 2 goals under Bilic. So, he was shit. However, he looks like he's started to turn around a bit and he knows what he's doing. So, yeah, I think he's done all right. I think he's just left it a bit late, to be honest.
Yeah, totally agree. I think he's left it too late. Didn't inherit a great squad of players, did he, to be fair?
Cal Blundell knows. Call me the fucking pop.
What about a Richie swap with Sancho and Carlo? With throwing a cool hot chocolate, can't turn that down. Listen, I don't see Everton get Sancho for a start, and I don't think it's going to be a funny one for me because listen, Richarlison wanted to leave at the end of last season, and Ancelotti talked him into giving us one more to see if he could give us that push for the top 4. What happens now if we finish in the top 4 with Richarlison? Does he still want to go or does he stay?
No, he stays. He stays. He stays. He doesn't just stay. Everton fund a trophy to be made specially to Richarlison to say thank you for staying.
In the shape of a pigeon.
In the shape of a pigeon, because that's your new fucking goal celebration. I almost got you and fucking Baz off Toffee TV confused the other day.
Fuck him, do not put me in the same fucking sentence.
Well, you're doing fucking pigeon dances on fucking live stream, dickhead.
Oh, we are.
Oh, we've got. Oh, I tell you what, look at that. Hi, lads, some RAF Akrotiri in Cyprus. Warm evening here. I tell you what a life. Sitting there in the RAF with fighter jets around you, being probably a really well-built, handsome man in the RAF, and he's fucking donating £5.
I might be wrong here, so don't take this the wrong way. But
you've said what you were about to say before.
Is this the first time he's been here?
No.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I did have 2 weeks off, and here's another one here. Right, are you ready?
Yeah. Go on and do it. I'll see you later, guys.
See, that fucking got rid of him. Right, we can crack on now.
They've ran out of pies downstairs.
Fucking hell. Why did you eat them all?
Oh, it was half time, weren't it? Fucking hell.
Yeah, there's a comment here. Jez Bish, who wants Richarlison anyway? Who does he think wants him? This is like Danny Rose and Milan all over again. No one wants him. Listen, before he pulled his finger out of his ass and stopped spitting his dummy out, I'd say the last 2 or 3 games, I said this to Michael, you know, he's pushed for this big move last summer. And, you know, Everton talked him into staying. But if he carried on with the form that he's shown a couple of times, well, the majority of this season, no one bigger coming for him anyway, Michael. So he would have been stuck at Everton anyway. Then, you look at the last 2 or 3 games where he's putting a shift in. That still won't be enough for him to get a big money move. So,
just leaning on the seats behind me.
Brilliant. Someone throw a fucking Everton mint right in his grid. Fuck off. I think Richarlison would get a move if Everton put him up for sale. I don't think we will get the 70-80 million pound that are being banded about. I really, really don't. But as Michael quite rightly said, I think if we finish top 4, he has no reason to leave Everton Football Club, in my opinion.
Spot on. Will P, guys, come on. If we get 60 to 70 for Moyes Keane, then we could buy. I mean, they're on about trying to get him on loan again. The fucking cheek of it. Especially if we get Vasquez as he's on a free, top player he's. But there are many other options since Florian Thauvin. Yeah, I don't want him. He was shit in the Premier League for Newcastle. I know he was younger, but now I'm all right, mate.
See, there's a lot of people liking my pigeon celebration here.
I can't wait for the people on fucking Twitter to see it.
Well, you can see it because you've took me off R1 anyway, so it makes no difference to me.
Fucking for your own health, by the looks of it. Jesus Christ.
Here we go. Cool Puvan. Cole Puvan. Do you think the do you think Brom?
Do you think pick up a fucking penguin?
Oh, sound like olive oil then. Popeye, do you think Obama will be at least as good as we hope when he was signed? I don't think we'll ever see him in an Everton shirt again, to be honest, Cole. I really,
You've
really
got no
don't.
confidence in him, have you? You're done with him, ain't you?
Fucking hell, Michael. Everyone on here is done with him.
Oh no, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying you're done with him, ain't you? I mean, I don't think we'll have him back either. I don't think he'll play for Everton again either. I think he'll go.
I'm telling you right now. Do you know if it was up to me, and he breaks down again, and he gets another injury, I will come to some sort of. Well,
that's
I'm
why
not
he's not
saying
here now.
rip his contract up. Exactly what you do as a club owner, as a manager or what have you. Do you rip his contract up, or do you I mean, it's hard to do that these days with how football is treated now.
How much money? You're
gonna have to pay him off.
How much money has he earned? And he's played 1.5 games for us.
I know. Carl Blundell there. Did you just say Obama instead of the barman?
Did you just say?
Listen, Carl, just stop barracking me, will you? Fucking hell.
Barracking me, Jesus. Well done. Fucking hell. Carl, go and sniff your Mars knickers.
I've just seen me nan more than Obama, and she's been dead for 7 years.
Jesus. Yeah. If Richarlison goes out, Everton should get this guy.
Well, put it on.
Say, John? I can't. Well, go on then. Fucking read it, John.
If Richarlison goes out, Everton should get this guy, Juvan Vergara.
Okay, fair enough. I'll back you.
Champ and class. I don't know what that means. He must play for the team who's won the league. I don't know, but I've never heard of him. To be fair, never ever heard of him. Another donation there by Mr. Michael from the RAF. Yes, John, I've been here before. Memory of a pilot. Honest to God, might have been when I was off. To be fair, but again, thank you very much for the donation. Jez Bish, I'm trying to work out if Devan Vergara is a dirty word. I'm lost. I know. I thought it might
was as well.
I thought it said Viagra.
Yeah, well, I did as well. That's why I got you to say it rather than me.
Yeah. Right. Have you got anything else to say, Michael? 136 people watching, or do you want to go till 8 o'clock? I'm easy.
I know you're easy. That's what got you in this mess before.
Brilliant.
No, to be honest, I mean we've completely stopped talking about the Everton game, haven't we? So all I want to say is, last sort of thing I want to leave with is, John, look, I love you. Keep smiling. Remember up the toffees and sort that fucking beard out before tomorrow, because I'm telling you now that you look fucking ancient. He looks about 90 years old, and even Harriet agrees. Fucking sort it right out.
Well, just tell Harriet it'll go before I see her next, so she doesn't get a rash.
He said it will go before he sees you. Good. There you go. You say we sharing's caring here. What you doing there? Just
I'm not being funny. At least it's a proper beard and not bum fluff, ginger bum fluff.
Right, come on then. Let's compare beards. You get your fucking 3 chins next to the camera and you fucking tell everyone. Come on, get here now. Come on. Whose beard is better, mine or John's?
You know what to do, folks. You know what to do. Right? That's a man's beard.
That's a fucking broken beard. That's what it is. This is a fucking stylish beard with fucking suave sophistication.
Read that out.
Mike's missus. Hi, Harriet. Hope you are well, gorgeous. You got some love from a guy called Jezzy's Pants.
Bobby LaRosse. John's is bigger but thinner. Are we talking about the beards here?
Mike. Get your knobs out. Hang on. Let me sort that right out for you. Hang on. I'll sort
Here we go. Don't put any pictures on here. I'm telling you.
I am. You know the one you sent me the other day?
Which one?
There he is. Got a knob out. There he is. There's my knob. There he is.
There we go. Tell you what, you've had a lot of love for your ginger beard here.
It's because, John, look, it's because everyone went in on me the other night, but they understand how good looking I am, and I appreciate that, guys. I am a sex symbol.
Fucking hell.
Who's the best looking Everton YouTuber? That's the question we all need to be posing to people. Fucking Jesus. Danny Smith, they're both shit. Oh, we are. Yeah, this is a serious question. We've got to answer this one.
Sorry, put that back up in a minute.
John's beard is better. Mike's beard is like a cat's arse after it's had a shit. Brilliant.
Speedo Mick's not actually a huge classed as a YouTuber, is he? Speedo Mick.
Nah, but he went on Robbie's channel the other day on Arsenal Fan TV.
I've seen that. John, you look older than you are with a beard.
He does. He looks about 57 years old instead of 44. He does look older. Simon Guzman, Marijuana. What do you think of James Rodriguez? I think James has had a good first season in English football. I like to see him a little bit more. He's been injured a few times, but when he's played, he's been good. John doesn't like him. John doesn't want him to be at Everton Football Club. He's come out and said that all loads of times on Twitter. But I love him. Some games aren't for James. We'll leave it there.
Which is what I said. Some games are for James. In certain games, we do play better without him, but there's no doubt in his ability. That's what I've said.
Yeah, you're wrong. Carl Blunders, serious question, Mike. When do you realise you were gay? It's okay to come out. Don't be in silence, lad. Carl, I really appreciate that, mate. And as you would know, it takes one to know one, eh, mate? You cheeky fucker. With them red fucking walls. Brilliant.
Phil Mason.
If you had the chance, would it be? Oh, no, we can't answer that.
Are there any of them on here?
No, but we can't answer that. You can't answer that, John. We can't answer that, Phil. We can't. Fucking hell, we can't.
We need to speak off here then, because you've got to pick one.
No, I'm not. You're not doing that. You look.
Not on here, but we will.
No, the ladies are just ladies who talk about football. They're fantastic at what they do.
Fucking hot.
That simple. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant. Just move on. Fucking hell. James is the best player this season. Godfrey and Calvert-Lewin are great, but the goals vanished without James. To be honest, I think Ben Godfrey is fan-fucking-tastic. Look, I'd have his
signing of the season for me.
Oh, without shadow of a doubt. Who else we got here? Can you fucking... Oh, Jesus Christ. Could you stop, you lot? Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Jesus, wet.
Do you know what? The amount of people watching us has gone up since we went off the match preview.
This is what happens, though. We just had a casual chat. I was meant to do half an hour on here. The missus is probably pulling the fucking hair out. She's probably got to the point where she's sitting there going, "It's a twatties."
Well, she'd be right. I think we should do this every other day when the season finishes. You know, just have a matter. I take the piss. You know, just a chat for half an hour every other night or something. Go in deep on each other.
Like I do, John's missus. Patrick, would you guys be open to doing a video with Toffee TV? Absolutely, absolutely. And the reason for that is Toffee TV, without shadow of a doubt, are fantastic at what they do. They are. They've got good graphics. They've got a studio. They've worked hard for where they are. I've got nothing but respect for Toffee TV. The issue is people seem to think that we don't like them. And I don't understand why people think that, because they've blocked us on Twitter, or they've blocked the Blue Boys Network account on Twitter. And I don't get it, because both of those people really helped me when I started YouTube, and I've got nothing but respect for them. So it's obviously something I've said in the past, or even John might have said in the past, that's pissed them off, and that's fair enough. But I really like both of them. I think the work that Ped's doing with 888 as well, I think it's funny. I didn't agree with his argument with James Redmond the other week, but that's just one of those things. But I really like Toffee TV. I have no problem watching their videos. I've got no problem watching their previews. I've got no problem with Toffee TV. But unfortunately, people seem to think that we have. And to be honest, it just fucks me off at this point. Well said, John. Bobby LaRosse. We went from Tom Cleverley to James Rodrigo. Carlo is quickly becoming our best manager in decades. Oh, he's fucking brilliant.
Oh, honest to God. And the good thing about it, Michael, is he loves Everton. He loves where he lives. He loves going to the beach to play with the Iron Men. You know, he absolutely loves in his fucking cheeks.
Brilliant. Fucking hell. You know how to pop a fucking bubble, don't you, dickhead?
Fucking hell, pop you, just ends up the fucking mood.
And there's Lisa and there's me straight in.
Jez Bish, have a boxing match with Toffee TV. I think we should stop talking about Toffee TV now because we should. We have no reason to talk about Toffee TV, do we? You know, it's a match preview. Got 141 people watching us, so that's fantastic.
Be the best stream ever, though. Us and Toffee TV playing a game of FIFA or something. That would be fucking brilliant. It would. It would be brilliant.
There you go.
I'm Baz. Firstly, I'm shocked you're here, mate. So very grateful you're here, bud. I will do in a minute, mate. Not long. Yeah, okay. So yeah, no. I honestly, Baz, if you're here, mate, we'd love to do a video with you. At a game of FIFA or a bit of PES or something. Love to. Danny Smith, 80 million on a striker.
Who?
Would we spend 80 million on a striker, though, John?
They're hard to come by strikers, aren't they? Really, you know, top strikers, unless they're seasoned pros. You know, it's hard to go and get a top striker. You know, I can't even think of any, Michael. I mean, what would Lewandowski cost even at his age? What would he cost?
Oh, God knows.
You know,
God knows.
You're going to pay, you know, Jez Bish, Haaland. Believe it or not, Everton were offered Haaland a couple of years ago, and apparently Everton didn't think he was good enough.
Yeah, but do we always have, you know, people always have this debate. You know, Leighton Baines was in the Everton Academy. I think Jagielka was. I seem to remember a lot of players that Everton have had on their books but didn't sign. It doesn't bother me because the way that a player can adapt is very different. I was a really good footballer at 15 years old. I'm shit at 28. Do you get what I mean? So it means nothing to me whether Haaland was at Everton or not. Maybe he wasn't good enough at the time. We had the same with Mustafi, and then he went and made the grade in Germany. We had the same with Eric Dyer, and then he made the grade, I think it was Germany as well. It's one of those things.
Here's one for you. If we sell Moise Kean for 70, buy Jack Grealish for 60.
He's going to cost more than 60. I reckon Jack Grealish.
Especially with the contract he signed.
I reckon Jack Grealish is probably 100 million. He is, in my opinion, he is the best all-round English midfielder in the league by a mile.
Yeah. He walks into any team, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he would do a job for anyone. He could transform any team on his day. He's been brilliant. Here's a question from Simon Guzman. What about Mina?
I think he's improved.
I think he's been really good this season.
Yeah.
I think he's been really good. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I do. I think Mina has been one of our... There's been many players who Ancelotti's come in, Michael, and improved this season who weren't possibly playing well before he come. You know, and we named them the other night on the stream. I don't think we mentioned Yerry Mina, but Yerry Mina for me has improved under Carlo Ancelotti as well. You know, he's a rock. He's reading the game better as well, I think, since Carlo Ancelotti come in. Doesn't make as many mistakes. You know, we used to speak about when we were doing the watch-alongs and when we spoke privately, Michael, Yerry Mina used to put the shits up us a bit like Joseph Yobo used to. You know, he made us nervous when he was on the ball. I'm not going to say he's cut that out completely, but what I will say is he does it less and less and less, and he looks more composed on it. Yeah,
I think that's fair.
Yeah, Yerry Mina's improved.
And I think as well, he takes less touches in dangerous places, which has been much better.
There's one for you. Would you buy Tammy Abraham?
Nah. And Kieran, we need to get you on the channel. I have seen your message, so we'll sort that out.
Nice little shout there from Everton. Now, all right, lads, loving the content recently. Thanks very much, mate. Means a lot to us.
And
Thank
yours,
you.
smashing it, James Limley as well. Mike, could you ever get involved with a view from the Bullens? Be brilliant together, you lot. Firstly, I'll get on really well with all of those guys. We're really close with Ben, really close with Mick as well. I know a lot of the guys that are behind that podcast, and I tell you what, bearing in mind, I think they've done 18 shows or 17 shows now. They're doing really, really well. So credit to them. And they've organised a night out, at the Excelsior on the 30th of July. Me and John will be up there in Liverpool. So after that, if anyone fancies a drink, come and join us. And John said he'll put loads of money behind the bar. So it's sorted.
Yeah. You have to give me that 10 you owe me for when I didn't swear.
Yeah, that's fine. You need to take it out the 26 you owe me for the fucking.
Oh, there we go. I'm going to transfer you that because that's 3 times you've mentioned that now.
How many times have you mentioned a tenner?
Whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Lick my balls.
Carl Blunden, Gary Mina and Keane are reliable together now. When we had Zuma, only one could play with Zuma. They work together and look very good. When we had Kurt Zuma, I thought Kurt Zuma brought the very best out of Michael Keane. I thought Michael Keane was really good next to Kurt Zuma. And then Kurt Zuma went, and I thought Michael Keane dropped a bit, but apparently he did have the mental issues, which are now sorted, thankfully. And I think since he's come back from the dip in form he had, I think Michael Keane's been brilliant. He's leading by example as well. Michael is scoring goals. He's getting up there. He could have had a hat-trick the other night, Michael Keane, with some of them balls Luka Dima's putting in. And it's good to see a centre-half getting in them positions for us to be able to say that. So Michael Keane's been brilliant.
Yeah, agreed. Right, guys, I think we should leave it there. We've gone over an hour. I planned to do this for half an hour, so fucking hell. So, yeah, just to summarise, Everton win 2-0. It's a difficult game. It's a boring game, but Everton do grind out a 2-0. That's from my perspective. John?
Yeah, well, I did think 2-0, Michael, but the more I think about it, results have gone our way tonight again. So what more incentive do we need tomorrow to go for that top 4? I think Everton will come flying out the blocks tomorrow. I think we'll score early. Then I think West Brom will probably push on us a bit, but then I think we'll just go for it again. I think it's going to be 3-0.
Fair enough. Guys, we'll leave it there. We'll see you for tomorrow's watch along. Yeah.
And what time kick off tomorrow? 6 o'clock or
6 o'clock.
No,
I can't remember. Is it the early kickoff? Is it tomorrow?
Do us a favour, lads, before we go on, ladies. Just drop in what time kickoff it is tomorrow, so we can then tell you what time we will be on.
Honest to God, it's absolutely brilliant, isn't it?
Rich.
6 o'clock tomorrow. We are 6 o'clock. So we'll be on. We'll be on at 20 to 6. Yeah, 5:40.
Yeah. Arsenal lover there. Big up, loving the videos.
Yeah, big up for the support, brother. Really appreciate it. Guys, see you soon.
Peace.